What's up, you guys? So today we're going to be doing a tour review on the Hammond Collection Gallimimus. Now this is one of the newer Hammond Collection dinosaurs for the Hammond Collection line. Now let's take a look at the box before we take a look at the figure. Ordinarily I would unbox it, but I got it. When I got it, I was too excited and I just opened it right on the spot. And I actually have a TikTok video of the unboxing, which if you want published here, just comment down below. So, let's move the Gallimimus out of the frame and let's get the box here. So here we have the Hammond Collection Gallimimus box. It's pretty much just a Hammond Collection Raptors box, except it's obviously retouched and stuff. And I accidentally stepped on the box when I was getting back from something, so that's why the box looks a bit mushed. It may not look like it on camera, but it is kind of mushed. Okay, maybe that might give you a clue. But anyways, as we all know, or as some fans know of this line, the Hammond Collection line is the official new collector's line by Mattel. The Amber Collection line is no longer in service. Or to put it more simple, the Amber Collection line is discontinued. But there are some of the figures still being sold on Amazon. So if you want to buy those figures, just go to Amazon. Like the Delta, the Echo, and the Tiger Raptor, along with the 2021 JP Raptor. But anyways, here we have the Hammond Collection logo with John Hammond. So far, we have not gotten John Hammond for the Hammond Collection. And makes me kind of wonder if there will ever be John Hammond in the Hammond Collection. There probably will be, because, the Hammond Collection is not complete without John Hammond. If I were to get any humans in this collection, the first one would probably be John Hammond. But if he's not released in time, then I don't know. But so far, this is all that we're getting for 2022. The Gallimimus, the Dilophosaurus, Sattler, Grant, Ceratosaurus, and Triceratops for the newer ones here. Anyways, right there it says Gallimimus, and it says Mattel. There's the T-Rex skeleton. It says ages 8 and up. And here's the other side with a rendering of the Gallimimus, which definitely looks like a computer-generated rendering. And here's the bottom. And here's the side that says Hammond Collection. And here's the back, and there's the Gallimimus again, and the Jurassic Park logo. And there's a little image of the Gallimimus moving in unison, similar to birds. The Gallimimus herd tries to evade the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the true meatosaurus. So, yeah, and there is a choking hazard warning for small parts. Figure may not stand as shown. Color and decorations may vary. Mattel, empowering the next generation through play. Now that that's out of here, let's try to see if it'll pose like the box suggests. So, let's try to recreate that a little bit. So the Gallimimus is just walking. And it doesn't really matter if the mouth is open. And it does stand like it shows on the box. So that's expectation, and this is reality. The eyeball looks a lot more fuller on this one. Now, let's get the box out of here for real this time. And let's take a look at the Gallimimus. Now, there are a few complaints I have with this right off the bat. The thing is just very orange. Real quick, I'm going to get the Attack Pack Gallimimus. Like this is kind of what I prefer. I prefer the more beige look on these figures, not the very orange one. But honestly, I don't. But to be honest, it's sort of 50-50 for the color, because I don't like that it's so orange, but at the same time, I just can't really do anything about it because, well, that's what Mattel decided to do. And obviously, you can't just contact a company and saying, hey, you need to change the design of your figure. Who knows? Maybe one day they might start doing the Raptor Squad or something like that. And one thing I want to mention is that this Gallimimus is so small compared to this guy. I wonder if I can get it crouching down and making this. I mean, this is very... Look at the feet on this guy. The feet are so huge on this guy. Here it is compared to the Gallimimus' feet. Now, I'm pretty sure that there will be collectors out there who are like, bruh, that's so terrible. Why would they do that? Like Marco Makes or Rod's Random Work or something like that. And also, another complaint that I have is that, well, we're going to get into it in a bit when I show the articulation, but let's show the paint job real quick. So the paint job is pretty decent, apart from this orange base. But overall, it looks pretty nice. The painting on it, it's pretty basic. It's just a bunch of brown stripes running across its tail and a little white underlining, or a white belly, if you will. And if we open the mouth, you can see that the little jaw tendons, or the membranes, or whatever you call them, aren't fully painted. Now, one thing that is a common factor in some of these smaller Hammond collection figures is that they usually won't have their entire mouths pink. Like, they'll just have the tongue and the little jaw membranes pink, and then that's what you get. So, it's a little bit strange, but... And they didn't paint the roof and the mouth, which, honestly, it is a bit expected because, well, it's a very small figure, or the head of the figure is very small, so it would have been pretty hard to paint in there. But unless you have, like, a really, really fine paintbrush, like a paintbrush that would be simple for the eyes, it probably would be possible they used a paintbrush like that for it, but, I mean, hey, it's Mattel. Now, and the painting, it just overall looks pretty nice. So, yeah. So, now let's look at the articulation. So, for the previous Gallimimuses, or at least for the first Gallimimus figure, we had a neck that would go up and down, and an arm that rotated fully 360. And we had a leg that rotated fully 360. And of course, there was the addition of the Battle Damage and Savage Strike Gallimimuses, where they had a little bit more articulation and had a little features. But with this Gallimimus, the jaw opens and closes. The head goes up and down and moves fully 360. The neck can go down and up. And it's actually kind of tight, still is. And it can swivel 360. Now, one thing that I don't really approve of too much is the fact that they have these hinge joints instead of the ball joints, which is kind of upsetting because now it can't really turn its head side to side like real quick for a ricochet, kind of like that. You can't really like move it that well. But honestly, it makes sense. There would probably be a little bit less dynamics if there were a ball joint. Like, there's not a lot of dynamics on the Raptor, but I mean, it's understandable. The arms can rotate a full 360. Ooh, that arm looks like it's about to... I don't know what's going on with my Gallimimus, but for some reason, this joint keeps on trying to get out, and it just got out. So, that's not good. But, honestly, it's not too big of an issue if you don't like pull on it. The other arm is more secure, but anyways, the elbow goes up and down and can rotate 360. I don't feel like rotating it too much because you saw what just happened. And the legs can pivot and they can rotate 360. The knees can move and rotate 360. The ankles can move and rotate 360. And the feet don't move, which is honestly kind of confusing because, I mean, they're perfectly capable of adding foot articulation. It's kind of like the same scenario with the Parasaurolophus. Like, the Parasaurolophus just randomly does not have foot articulation, even though the developers could very well engineer foot articulation into this thing. I mean, it's not that hard, Mattel. But anyways, so there's the tail that can go down that far, which honestly doesn't look far at all. I believe this is what it's supposed to normally look like. And the tail can go up that far, which is cool. And the tail, as we all know, for these collectible dinos, has a wire in it. And so, yeah, that's all the articulation for the Hammond Collection Gallimimus. So, real quick, we're going to compare it to some figures. We're going to compare it to the... Sorry about that, guys. I had to do something, so I got cut off. But I don't remember what I was saying. I might have been saying that look at the size comparison between the Attack Pack Gallimimus and this Gallimimus, in which this Gallimimus is bigger than this Gallimimus, which honestly I can understand because you can't really make a lot of articulation off of this thing. So, yeah, it would make sense. And next up, we have a comparison between the Hammond Collection Velociraptor as well. Now, this was a mod by me, so I'm not going to explain how I did it. But here it is compared to the Velociraptor. If it will ever stand, I'll get the next one. I'll get the next thing. Next up here it is compared to the Hammond Collection Baryonyx. And next up, and the final one for my Hammond Collection, because I only have these 4 in my Hammond Collection. The Hammond Collection Parasaurolophus. Now again, I modded parts of it. I modded its hands and I also modded its feet, both of which have yet to be painted. Okay, so this thing probably won't stand well. Okay, now it's standing. And so that's the review for the Hammond Collection Gallimimus. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry I haven't been posting much. I forgot. Here it is compared to the Amber Collection Velociraptor. And as you can see, they're nearly the same height. But sorry that I haven't been posting a lot. It's just, I've recently started high school. And so, actually my first day was as of recording this video. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be, and goodbye.